Testing.
Hello, can you hear the testing? Hello.
Testing. Croatia Raiders versus South Adelaide. Coming all right? Yeah, can you hear that? No. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Live.
Is that coming properly?
Hello. Testing. Testing.
Can you go again, please?
Testing.
Testing, testing, 1 2 3. Testing, testing, 1 2.
Testing. Testing.
You sound good?
Testing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Testing, 1 2 3. Testing, 1 2. Can you hear me alright?
Alright, that's fine. That's good.
Can you hear me?
Testing.
I can hear you fine.
You can hear me fine.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Just.
Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. Testing, 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Testing, testing.
Yep.
Is that better?
No problems at all with that one.
Testing, testing.
Is it any better?
Does that sound right?
Alright, thank you. So this is about to start, right? Like in 1 minute. What time is the kickoff?
3 o'clock.
Scheiße. Oh, gents, thank you very much. Sorry to make you
We go live.
deal with the whole thing,
No, you're right. We go live in 2 minutes before 3 o'clock.
which means it's 6 minutes.
Yep. I'll bring it up on YouTube and I'll listen in. It's normally on the coast, so I'm like, yep, sounds good.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
And it's Adelaide, Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner, and it's in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Foucault.
Oh my God! That's another one for Montbury Jets.
It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
And welcome to the Croatian Sports Centre for this round, for this RAA NPLSA round 15 clash between Adelaide Croatia Raiders and South Adelaide Panthers. I am your commentator, Martin Talbot, and I'm joined by the one and only Connie Gritzis. Connie, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Finally we get to do a game together, and what a game it is today. South Adelaide just have to win, don't they?
They certainly do. And if the last game of these two is anything to go by, we're in for some goals. So let's have a quick look at the starting lineups today for Raiders. Barbaro in goal, Corbo, number 5, number 26, Akita, number 3, Barnett, number 19, Thompson, number 24, Busasa, number 10, Kimishima, number 23, King Byrne, 31, Mateo, 27, Trimboli, number 18, Radici, and for the South Adelaide Panthers, number 1, Lewis Moss, number 21, Cahill, number 4, Parker, number 5, Yates, number 13, Conroy, number 6, Cholwell, number 12, Thanhauser, number 14, Don Pollock, number 7, Conway, number 10, JJ Rideout, and number 11, Alex Rideout. Before the game kicks off, as you see the captains in the middle there, referees are what hold our game together here in South Australia and all around the world in football, which is why a new initiative from Football SA heavily encourages all to respect the ref. This new initiative implores all spectators, players, coaches and club staff to respect and appreciate the time, effort and energy that goes into being a football referee. Our junior match officials will be wearing an orange armband to signify that they are an under-18 referee. But this campaign is also about protecting all referees. To learn more information, please visit Football South Australia website. Respect starts here. As we get ready for kick-off today, Connie. As we are just about ready to kick off, our match officials for today, we have Eric Ford Sestilli. Assistant referee 1 is Brendan King, and assistant referee Matthew Guerrera. It looks to be South kicking off, and they'll be kicking from right to left here at the Croatian Sports Centre.
Just a few technical difficulties at the moment, so just trying to sort them out.
As we get underway here at Croatian Sports Centre with South Adelaide, kick off and go long to start with. And Raiders will pick up the ball quite early on this near side. Thompson goes long looking for Trimboli, cut out there by Yates. Conroy with the throw on this near side. Goes long looking for Pollock. Down to JJ. Alex right out looking to release Conway, but Akita's there in the way. Happy to play back to Barbaro. And Raiders will keep the ball at the back and try and play out with the captain, Barnett. Corbo filling in at the left back spot this week. And he's gone all the way back to Barbaro, who's taken John Solari's spot earlier in the season and has not let up on it. The last time these two met this season was a very exciting 4-3 win for Raiders down at O'Sullivan's Beach on a Friday night. I was on the call for that game, and there was some, what we could say, dubious goals towards that South felt that there were some dubious goals in that game, and it finished 4-3 very late in the game. Here's Trimboli looking to release Mateo, who doesn't actually follow through, and cleared by South, but only as far as Corbo.
Between these two last time was a bit of a fixture that had everything, didn't it? The referee was involved in a few decisions that most people weren't happy with that night.
It certainly was. Like I said, I was on that game, and some of the decisions did end up baffling me a little bit, but Raiders will be happy they come away with the win in the end. But South can feel themselves unlucky that night. I think they certainly did enough to get something out of the game. So we'll just see what happens with them today, if they can produce a performance like they did last week against FKB Grad Connie.
Both teams will be looking to get a win today, especially South Adelaide, of course. Haven't won for over 10 weeks now, I think. So they need to start picking up points in the next few weeks to try and get out of that rut they're in. Otherwise, it could be season over within the next fortnight. Yeah, they're in a very precarious position at the moment. They do have a lot of work to do to get out of that relegation zone. So this today is a very big game, and Raiders are a big game for them as well, looking to cement themselves into that top six and push for a final spot. So it's an important game for both teams. Here's Trimboli on the ball. Goes wide to Matteo. Back inside, Trimboli. Finds Radici in the box. Radici cuts it back and straight to the hands of Lewis Moss. So a nice early touch there for Moss. I was actually speaking to Oliver Trimboli's brother last night after the Modbury game, and he actually admitted that Oliver's got all the traits of their father and that he's got none. So he's actually scored 4 goals off the bench and scored in his second start last week. 5 for the season, so not a bad return for I think he's only 20 years old. Yeah, he certainly has been scoring goals. As you said, there are 5 goals for him this season, and that's actually
equal with. He's the leading goal scorer for Raiders with Radici and Matteo, all three of them on 5 goals.
I think technical difficulties have just been sorted out, mate. Thanks to Jaden.
Sounds like it. Here's Trimboli into the box. Left foot hits it, and there's the first goal for the day. 5 minutes in, and Trimboli finishes just like his dad did back in the day. Left foot, far corner.
Well, we might as well continue the conversation now that we were speaking about him before, and now that I can be heard properly. So, yes, his brother Luca last night said he had all the traits of his father. He scored 4 off the bench, and now he's scored 2 in 3 starts. So 6 for the season now. And a great finish there, Mark.
Yeah, he's certainly a man in form at the moment with his goal-scoring ability, that's for sure. And I think just they can't allow him to have that much space. He just managed to drift into the box and a good left. And it's funny, you say about his dad, and he's got all the traits. He does wear the same number as his dad when he was here at Raiders many years ago. Back then, though, he was allowed to have the plus sign between the 2 and the 7.
Interesting that you actually can tell us that, because I was actually wondering why he was wearing the 27, but there you go. 2 plus 7 equals 9.
That's right. It's and I did speak to Jason about that not long ago, actually. I did ask him, and it was not all on purpose that he picked that number, but it was one of the ones that were available, and so he did take it. Here's Akita. Finds Kimishima in between the lines. Out wide to Stefan Matteo. Up against Cahill. Kimishima continues running to the box and crosses it. And Parker's there to clear for South. Good build-up play there from Raiders. I was going back, Connie, through some results over the past years between these two teams, and there's always goals in this fixture. Plenty of goals too. We've got, as we said earlier this year, 4-3, as Yates clears only as far as Akita. And Pollock picks it up for South. Finds JJ, who's able to turn. Thompson gets his shirt pulled. And
that may well be a yellow card, I think.
It is, yeah. Eric, good refereeing there from Eric. He's allowed the play to just to see if that continues, and then pulled it back. And there was a booking, but I'm not sure if that was to Thompson or if that was actually to Radic for kicking the ball away.
Well, the beauty of it, Mark, is that we got this replay screen in front of us, which is not going to really show much, but yeah, Raiders last week, they similar, if you can say that, because the red card that they did get last week was pretty ill-disciplined, just a pretty lazy kick from behind. I think it was on one of the defenders of Adelaide Olympic after he... Raider Panthers with the chance to equalise.
Short flick in by Conway, and there's a push in the back from Pollock. As you were saying, there was a bit of ill-discipline last week from Callum Campbell, and he's not. It's the only change from last week's side, as he's.
Yeah, so.
Unsure certain play there from Raiders back inside to Pollock. Pollock inside the box. He's able to find Alex right out. Onto his left. Hits it. Blocked there by for the corner. So South's just putting a little bit of pressure on the Raiders here, Connie.
It wasn't ideal for them to go down, within the first 3 or 4 minutes, but they do have the chance now through a corner.
Goes near post and cleared there. Stefan tag. Kimishima comes away with it. He finds Basasa wide against Yates. Basasa cuts inside. Tries to put it over the top for Kimishima. Can't find him. South's cleaned it up. Come away with it through Pollock. Conway. We seem to be playing a little bit more on the left today, Connie. It'd be interesting to see how that pans out, if it's a ploy and Conway playing more central.
Maybe Anthony Ryder just changing it up a little bit, trying to get that result today. Throw JJ out in the wider position. He can play both, can't he?
Of course he can. He might just allow him a little bit more space if they've been tightly marked or two centre backs. Here's Trimble, he goes wide to Kasasi, but it's cut out by Conroy. Conroy looking for his options, finds Conway inside. Back inside to Fed. Keeps it on. I think all the way to Caden Yates, who's happy to go back out the other side to Parker. Inside goes for Alex Ryder, finds his feet. Close attention is Corbo. South's just keep the ball, try and find the holes, try and play through the lines instead of just going over the top looking long. Caden Yates.
We're just trying to work out the other change from last week, and that's Jimmy Overlord has actually come off onto the bench this week. He actually played very well last week in a fullback position.
Here's JJ Brown by net, hits it straight at Barbara. Happy to take that one. It was an awkward bounce for him. He's handled that well, as you were saying, Connie. But that's Corbo's gone into that left side very well. I think Overall has been playing mostly in the fullback role this year.
Tell you what, Mark, a week is a long time, isn't it, for your memory these days?
Why is that?
Because you know, okay, they didn't play last week. I only just noticed it. So he was actually the other one that's come in. Position
back to Moss. Yeah, I didn't realise that he didn't play last week, so it's what's got it.
Well, I did the game of it, so I should have known.
Here's Banhauser for South, moving forward on this left hand side, finds JJ right out. Sasa flies into the tackle, throwing for South. South's the second set of work on it.
Yeah, well, like I said, that early goal didn't help their cause today, but they have settled in and have a little bit more controlled possession rather than just having to play long balls or chase tails all day. So, they need that win. I think you have to get that win today, didn't you?
I did pick South in an upset. If anyone does listen to our podcast, give it a plug while I can. Here's Conroy, cleared by Barney. Speaking of good Trimble family, we could just see Jason walking past us in the box.
Did you see the goal? Yeah. He did. I seen him rock up late. I thought maybe he's missed the goal.
And we'll certainly watch that one back on replay later tonight, I dare say. Here's Conroy. Managed to get the ball in. Tyrese Conway gets there first. He cuts back. Raiders are struggling to clear. And Thompson wins. Free kick.
Yeah, he's got to come back so he can come to the middle a little bit so he can get to the corner flag.
Yeah. Here's another Friday inside the box now. She's on.
They were peppering those goals for the last 6-7 minutes, and eventually it's bumping. I don't know, was it an own goal or did look like from here?
Yeah, it was a cutback, and Thompson, who's come into the side this week, unable to get enough on it, and just pushes it into the back of his own net. So, kick off again here, and it's 1-1.
2 goals in the first 15 minutes, almost as eventful as last night's first 20 minutes where we saw 2 goals and 2 red cards between Modbury and Metro Stars. So I didn't think it'd get any more entertaining than that, but this has got the potential by the looks.
Well, I said there's always goals in this game. I think that over the last few meetings, the lowest score has been 2-1. The rest have all been 3-3s, 4-3, 4-all, and a 2-2. So we're certainly in for goals shown. We've only seen 2. So let's hope we keep seeing these goals, and maybe no red cards would be nice.
Yeah, I think last night saw enough of the handbags for the whole weekend at one stage.
Good touch there from Mateo, brings it inside. Plays it into Adichie. Gets a touch, but
Remotely controlled. You want me to press enter?
Clean up.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it for half time to go there. It's not long to half time. I think it's not it's a connection issue with the microphone, but it's not bad. Yep, sure. All right.
The Suns are starting to come a little bit more into the game plan.
Yeah, another player who didn't play last week, and I was really looking forward to watching him last week, but I get to this week obviously. But he's very explosive, and as you can probably see just on camera or maybe off camera, but his body language lacks his momentum, if that makes any sense. He's a very exciting player, but sometimes his body language can really make it look like he's not enjoying himself out there. So, you know, he's only young. I think he's only 18 years old, so that'll come with age, but he's a very exciting young player, that's for sure. I remember the first game I called with Seb a few weeks ago, my very first game, it was against Adelaide City, and he was coming up against some good players. He actually got under Nick Buko's skin that day, and then he was chirpy and he was up and about, so he's one of those type of players that really thrives on the moment, and I'm sure if he gets a chance or scores a goal, you'll see his body language change.
Here's the play on the far side. Looks to beat Cahill, he does, but gives away the free kick in the process. But going back to this after, yeah, he's very much an excitement machine, and I think also a very confident base player. If his confidence is a little low, his body language shows that. And that's the thing, if you can get him confident quite early, you see a different body language throughout. He does, you're right there, it doesn't sort of match, the body language sometimes doesn't match the output that he can provide.
And it's one of those headaches that coaches always have. You've got a very good young player, but you've also got 15, 16 players that you've got to look after and nurture, so you can't always put that soul energy into one player, but like I said, he's only young, so plenty of time for him to progress.
That's certainly the case, and certainly progress here at Raiders. He's around and continuing learning under the coaching staff here, and this is why I'm never a coach. Pollock gets the ball in, cleared by Barnett, and Claybeck from starts managed to get the ball in from a tight angle, and unable to keep that one in. Mason Casey with the throw on the far side.
The Raiders taking no risk with their defending today. It's being cleared long, or they're only playing out when it's under no pressure at all, whereas last week they tried to play out and actually gifted Adelaide Olympic their second goal. Kicked it straight to the person who ended up scoring, which was Vedre, intercepted them. Today you can see the balls are just going straight out.
There's certainly no messing around today, that's for sure. If it's on, it's on. If there's anything of indecision, it's just going long. Here's Moss. Goes long looking for Conway. And one by the Raiders defence. Conroy with the throw. That's on the same side. Conroy. There again. He switches it out to Mateo on the far side. Bring it down well. Kimishima, first time ball in. Sarsi not moving into that one. And Moss releases Conroy on the new side to find JJ right out. Raiders and deflects. Possession quite a lot, Connie.
Just a little bit scrappy for a few seconds there. Free kick taken a bit too quickly by Reece Thompson.
It's looking for Tyrese Conway. But again, there after he cleans it up. He moves forward. Finds that He plays on that far side, up against Cahill again. Cuts inside, looking to get his right, and he does. He finds, looking for two chance at the box, doesn't quite get there. Cleared by South, and he's found Nikita. Again. He's having a bit of joy on that far side, Connie.
It seems to be all over on Mateo's side at the moment. Maybe that's why Pisasa's body language is down.
Well, eventually gets the ball in and cleared there by Conroy. Charwell cleans up at blocked. Right out front, South's come away with it. Finds Conway. Goes on the left hand side, looking safe on Thompson. Plays in Pollock, but just a little bit too much. And the kid just pushes that back to Charwell in goal for Raiders.
Just a tad early on the release there for Pollock's run into the box was good, but the release from was a little bit early.
Bring that under a spell. Back to South for a throw-in.
I watched a whole lot of South's game this year, Mark, but their body language compared to what we're talking about with Raiders looks a lot different, doesn't it? A little bit more upbeat up toppy with Conway.
It's there, dead again. Very hard for the South players to close that gap between their midfield and their top player. And this week it's Conway, because there is such a big gap. So it is hard work for the midfield to track up and down. But like South player, they've only drawn one in their last 9 games. Which was last week. Otherwise, they lost quite a few on the trot, unfortunately, but their body language doesn't show that today.
Very unlucky to lose it last week, weren't they? Or to draw it last
Kick of the game. Quite a very impressive free kick from Konstantopoulos.
You can go to one of two ways, can't you? You can bounce back like they have today and come out with a bit of energy, or you can just go, yeah, that's our season today, that's what it's going to be like, and come out and just give up from the start you take. But they haven't done that, so.
No, that's one thing you can say about South, is they're not going to give up. They will continue to push, and we're seeing that today. They are pushing Raiders, and like I said, and even on the podcast we're discussing, they are due another win. They're not going to go through the rest of the season without another win. So they've certainly got 1 or 2 in them. It's just a matter of where they can turn what's been a good start for them into some more goals.
That's right. They've got a fairly dangerous position for a free kick here.
Alex right out on the ball. With the,
We've seen these go directly in before, haven't we?
One to the left foot of his. He does look to go goals. He's put it in.
Well, there you go.
There you go. What a finish from Alex Ryder. He's caught Barbara off guard there. He's gone near post. Everyone's expecting the cross. And that's just a great finish from Alex Ryder there.
We say it all the time, don't we? There's a couple of players in the league, and there's more so those veteran players in right out and Booker who can just make that happen. He did it against Adelaide United at Service FM. Not too far from here, he did that from a corner that day. Although it wasn't a Puskas Award free kick, it was still good enough to beat the goalkeeper.
That's it, it certainly was, and that's all you need to do, is beat the keeper, and he's beaten him well there. He's Pisaso on the ball for Raiders. And yeah, cuts that one out on Conroy on Pollock inside. South certainly a bit of a buzz about them now. He finds JJ on his left hand side, he's got Kilburn in front of him. JJ into the box, cuts on his right, hits it. Unfortunately can't control that one, it goes high and wide.
The intent from South Adelaide is very, very good at the moment, and Adelaide Croatia Raiders can't really deal with right out in this wide position.
They are struggling, and they have been all game with it. He's no easy player. I mean, I think the reason they've moved him out is maybe just to give him a little bit more time and space, so he's not having to deal with the 2 centre backs all game. And it's certainly paying off for him, because he certainly is finding space. Thompson, beautiful nutmeg there on Charwell to Radici. Radici releases Pisaso down this right hand side. On with Conroy into the box on his left. Gets the cross in, far post, and Moss one-handed cool as you like, plucks that out the air, then just the drop kick out to JJ. Wouldn't expect anything less from Moss these days, but beautifully taken.
That's just ridiculous from Lewis Moss. I actually remember a few years ago when he was at Adelaide Olympic, there's a photo of him leaning on the goalpost. He does all sorts of random weird stuff, but he's a very good goalkeeper, isn't he? He can back up what he does.
That's certainly the case on his day. Just on his day, just a fabulous goalkeeper. I mean, that take there just shows you someone that's full of confidence, and then the delivery to JJ, who just quietly got control from JJ as well, was pretty special. He managed to get up and bring that down, and then just give a late tackle there from Conway. Free kick to Raiders.
Got a couple of scores from around the grounds, Mark. The NPL first, Adelaide United playing not too far from here. They're actually down 1-0 to Croydon Kings. Oh, sorry, Croydon Kings are actually Croydon FC now. So Croydon with a 1-0 lead heading into half-time there. The other game is Campbelltown City, Adelaide Olympic nil. So the other...
Cleans up.
The other relegation team, Adelaide Olympic, are down 2-0 to Campbelltown. And Parrot Hills 1, Adelaide Comets 0. And obviously here at Croatia Sports Complex, Raiders 1, Panthers 2, with a later game Beargrad vs City at One Solution Park later on. So a couple of results that really intercept each other, isn't it? This one here for Panthers and Adelaide Olympic losing, so still a long way to go. Over 50 minutes of football still to go.
Results stay as they are. They do close that gap just on Olympic a little bit, which then brings them closer to hopefully the second time. They're just sort of, for South, they've got to rely on Croydon actually losing as well, who are only at the moment. But we are letting know that anything is possible these days. We've seen it the last 2 weeks. Coming back from 4-0 down to 4-all.
8 goals and 2 points.
Exactly, and then being 4-0 up. And so I think Seb's on that game today, so hopefully there's nothing like that for him today, because he's had all the excitement. Too much excitement the last couple of weeks, so hopefully we'll have a strong game.
There is another couple of results, mate, and one of them is really surprising. That West Adelaide played an early game today, and they've won 3-0 against Adelaide Cobras in the state league final, so 2 wins in a row for them.
It is, it's a big result for them. Here's Trimboli, finds Kimishima, top of the box, shoots, gets through, but Moss is there. He picks that one up. JJ just struggling there, because I think when he tried to bring that ball down earlier, he's been in the not so nice area. And here's Pollard, finds those right out in the box on his left. Goes for far for curler. Great save there from Barbara, who pushes that over the bar. But great play there from South Adelaide, Connie.
Donald Pollock is thriving in that middle of the park position today. He's got a bit more freedom, and that's when he released Alex Rideout. What a save by Barbara with the top end.
He's done a great job, and a great effort there from Alex Rideout. I mean, on his favoured left foot, you expect something special, and he has brought the best out of Barbara on that. That was going in.
And he gets a chance now from the corner, so can repeat what he did earlier from that free kick.
This is game enough to go for goal. Swings it in, goes looking to go far post. Conway's up, falls down to Pollard. Picks it up. He looks to get the ball back in. Finds Stenhouse at the top of the box. And finds Conway. Up the left hand side, Conway looks to cross, but Kimishima does enough. The JJ right out in the corner. Looks to turn by net and wins the corner. So again, South's putting a lot of pressure on Raiders here.
South Adelaide would love a third just before half time. Really give them a bit of sense of security heading into that half time break. It'll probably be the first time this year they would have gone up by 2 goals, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I mean, 2-1's a dangerous scoreline at half time, so they would really love to get a third here. It's just having Cholwell and Barnett to call it. As Conway is over the ball, he swings it in, goes far post. There's Stanhouse with a free header. Can't direct the goal bound.
seems to be he lost his marker there. Kimishima was the man marking him, and in the end, it was a free header.
Power goes inside with the square ball to Barnett, who comes away with releases Thompson. In turn, releasing Precisely further down this side, and Conroy does just enough, and he wins the throw in as well. Could have got a touch on that, but the assistant referee on this near side says no, didn't get a touch. Left-hand side for South Adelaide. He goes out. Throwing to Raiders. Here is the approach to 30 minutes. As well, find Disaster again, who looks to get into the box and does so. Disaster, which is right, gets across him. Nice keep it in flank, sails over the bar. Quite happy to have the goal kick, and I dare say probably take his time with this one.
2 minutes to half time, so I don't think there'll be too much added on. It hasn't really been much apart from the early goals, the early yellow, so just the 1 minute, I think.
Shouldn't be too long at all. Moscow's long. Looking for Pollock. Wins the header, and it's out for a throw to South, and Mason Cady will take this on the far side. He goes down the line looking for Ryder, who's marked heavily by Bradley Corbo. He needs to do want to keep it in, but Raiders come away with it. Ball from Medici looking to release Jamal, can't repay the favour, and South's come away with it again. Mistake there from Barnett. I know we put it under control, goes out for a throw, and again in a dangerous position here for South, who are in that final third.
Yeah, they've been good in these wide areas in this first half, South Adelaide, so look for more of that in the second half and try to get this result that they need today.
Conroy down the left hand side, looks to cross, sits Thompson down, gets it back onto his left, goes far post, and cleans up there from Alex Ryder, now on the far side. On his right boot, looks to cross, and Corbo blocks for a corner.
Fooled everybody there, didn't he?
He certainly did. I was expecting to cut in on the left.
A little bit of game smarts there as well. Probably saw that everyone had retreated, and in the end he's won the corner, which is probably a better result.
It allows the tall timber to head forward in Parker. I thought Caden next would go off as well, but he's at this very moment they're quite happy to sit three at the back in this corner. So close to half time now, it's right out with the ball in. Goes far post. Cleared by Chimboli, does very well. Kim Shannon comes away with it. Looks for Kim going down the line. Cleans up. Does well for South. Very well there. Throwing to Raiders.
Now it's a time added. Robert Sneak about 15 metres and something as well.
Did very well. There's Kim Machine and finds Trimboli. Can't find Corbo, and South just have to knock it long at this stage of the game. Conway does well to win it, and he shoots from 40, maybe 30, but Harbour happy to pick that one up.
Yeah, he burnt JJ on his left hand side, then didn't he? He wasn't too happy about it. And that's
Eric calling. Eric Forster still calling half time on this game. What you made in the first half so far?
Well, I've got one thing right, there was only the one additional minute, which is great, but yeah, that game got off to a flying start, didn't it? Both teams scoring, and then obviously in the 35th minute, they took the lead, so they go in with that 2-1 advantage at the moment, and they're probably going to look to go into the sheds and do more of the same in the second half. we really need this result today. So
certainly do need to resolve the equipment stats there. South Adelaide certainly more shots, 3 on target apiece, centre more corners, and 1 yellow card each side. So we take a quick break. Please join us on the other side of half time for the second half of this game here at Croatia Sports Centre between South Adelaide and Croatia Raiders, with South Adelaide going in for the half 2-1 up. Nice. Got that eventually. Bit of a delay.
Out of the air.
you said something about the audio as well.
Yeah, the thing down there is not picking audio.
Yeah,
So
but
we
apparently
have
this
to
is not picking audio.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jepps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
As here come our two sides. The bar has been set. It's a great run from Kyra Cooney-Cross.
Turn under pressure.
Here come the Socceroos again. Good one on the right foot, and the Socceroos have the breakthrough. What a goal! The Matildas are running amok. Opens up for the shot.
Sinclair up the double. There's the backfoot. Australia head over heels about this superstar.
And it's Adelaide Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner, and is it in?
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Bucco.
Oh my God! It's another one for my Bridget. It's Fabian Barbiero. Your NPL champions, Adelaide United. As both sides start to walk out on what will be a momentous day for both of these great teams. The crowd is built for the home side today, and Ninko Beric with the armband of FK Beograd.
In the absence of Andoni Natsiopoulos today, who's still out with shoulder.
A Saturday afternoon match at Hanson Reserve, 1-0 the way of Adelaide, Croatia. I'm sure they'd love to repeat that in 2024 as we get kickoff underway here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Busasa running down this right wing in a good position to put the ball in. Takes on one, and it's an early penalty for Croatia Raiders. The foul committed by Yuda Kimishima against Kavanagh. Good penalty. Kimishima gets the scoring underway, 1-0 to Adelaide Croatia Raiders.
Yeah, great finish there from Kimishima. He sent Kavanagh.
Corner comes in. Only gets to the edge of the box for the goal scorer of this one so far. Good save by Matteo. One of 3 top goal scorers for Raiders this season. The header! 2-0 to Adelaide Croatia Raiders early on. The ball comes in. Kavanagh getting in the way. Neon Kuru puts the ball out wide. Looking for a way in. Ball comes across the face of goal. From it. Neon Kuru. Looking for the ball over the top.
Mostly across the board in that regard.
Ball down the right wing once again. And a penalty. The exact same spot where the first one was taken at almost the exact same time. From the penalty spot. Jason Konstantopoulos gets the breakthrough for FK Beograd. Game on here.
Yeah, and just like the first penalty, nothing wrong with that at all. Great finish from Konstantopoulos, sent the keeper.
Making his way down the right wing. Still with the ball. Cuts it back. Good save by Friedrich, gets the touchdown. Stefan Matteo in plenty of space to take on his man. Gets past one, then has the shot. Out for the goal. Corner taken short. Ball comes in on the right foot. Falls nicely. For Shearer. Two in the derby. And what a final 10 minutes we have here.
But yeah, Raiders had more play, but...
Lovely ball from Trimboli. Busasa is one-on-one. Just needs to finish. Busasa! 3-2 in the derby. And it's that young man once again.
And I think they were trying to get Beric in a bit of trouble, but it was he'd fallen over, tripped over his own feet, really.
Lovely touch from Stefan Matteo. This could be the finisher. Nearly through the legs did Stefan Matteo go. Jai King-Byrne. Matteo just has to finish. Oh, it's gone wide. High and wide. Is this the final kick of the match? Not so yet. Full time here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Adelaide Croatia Raiders come out 3-2 winners in the end. All 3 points staying here at the Croatian Sports Centre.
Yeah, what a game that turned out to be. I mean, Raiders 2-0 up. They'd let FK Beograd back in the game at 2 apiece, and then they scored the winner straight after FK Beograd equalised.
And the future is orange for Stratland. Flinders are in the lead. Rachel Quigley. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant.
LA Comets to 2023 premiers.
Saved by Conley. They had to go the distance and then some.
Trimboli, number 9, Tane Morris, number 12, Georgia Box, number 13, Madeline Box, number 14, Siobhan Eastham, number 16, Natasha Vella, and number 27, Lena Vogelsang, with head coach Jason Trimboli. Underway here at Service FM Stadium. Good ball from McCormick. Box chasing down on the wing. Erin Murphy had 8 last year in total, so already beaten that. Ball's there. Good ball through. Vogelsang, 1-on-1. Well collected by Erin Murphy. Good ball. Burnett through the centre. On the left foot. Only into the side netting. DeCola. Quigley on the edge of the box. Looking to get it onto her left foot. Given away straight back to West Adelaide. That effort. This one being chased down. And she does well too. Quigley is there. This corner to come in from Uni. Headed towards goal. Tipping it onto the bar.
On the ball today.
Good ball through. She's 1-on-1 with the keeper. Could this be the opening? Was a disappointing A-League season for Adelaide United in the end. Good set piece opportunity. Quigley hitting. It's in. The breakthrough being made.
Ball. The Suns generally
Vogelsang putting the ball in. Hodgson. Notto again to put the ball in on her right foot. Knew the ball was there. She has it now. Easy pass. Finish on the left foot. Into the side netting. Well done from Notto.
Two great minds.
Ball comes in from Tansel. Notto's there to make it 2-0. 5 minutes left. Adelaide Uni now. Ball just getting launched forward. McFarlane.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle.
Welcome back to the second half of the Croatian Sports Centre for this round 15 RAA NPLSA game between Adelaide Croatia Raiders and South Adelaide Panthers. South Adelaide Panthers are leading 2-1 at the present moment. Just kicked off with South Raiders with the ball now in the attacking third. Here's Thompson on the right hand side. Manages to get the ball in, but it does go out for a goal kick. Referees are what hold our game together here in South Australia and all around the world, which is why a new initiative from Football SA heavily encourages you all to respect the ref. This new initiative implores all spectators, players, coaches and club staff to respect and appreciate the time, effort and energy that goes into being a football referee. Our junior match officials will be wearing an orange armband to signify that they are under 18 referee. But this campaign is also about protecting all referees. To learn more information, please visit the Football South Australia website. Respect starts here. Very good campaign, Connie.
It is, and something that I paid very close attention to last weekend with the junior state championships that were on. A lot of young referees there, which I've been harping on about, but some of them were just copying absolute nonsense last week from grown men, mind you, so it's got to stop eventually.
It certainly does, because without them, we don't have a game. Well, we do, but we just don't have an official game. It'd just be backyard football, effectively. These Raiders, Stefan Mateo on the ball, plays wide to Corboy, who in turn plays it back with a great run from Stefan Mateo there. Out wide to Trimboli. Foot race between him and Cahill gets there first. And happily sees that out for a throw-in. Corboy looking for Trimboli, but straight to Moss, who's happily accepts that one into the breadbasket and will make a decision what he does next. Looks to go wide, looking for Conroy, who keeps it in well, finds Conway. Conway cuts inside, eventually loses out to Radici, who gets Kimishima on the ball, who goes wide to Basasa, who then looks for Trimboli behind. Just can't get there, just a bit too much on that pass, and Moss happy to see it over the byline for another goal kick.
Just a bit too much weight on that ball from Basasa for Trimboli to chase down. But both teams come out with the same intent of what we saw in the first half mark. JJ Rideout seems to have gone back up top now, so maybe just a little bit of a 45-minute tweak.
It certainly looks like it. I did like him out on that side though. He got a little bit more space, and he releases Conway here on the far side, who cuts inside into the box onto his right. He tries to find JJ Rideout, can't find him, cleared by Raiders, and as far as Basasa, who gets on his bike, cuts inside and wins free kick from Cholwell. There's no changes from either side at half time that we've been able to make out. Free kick being cut out by Cahill.
Yeah, that one there from Conway, he got himself into the box, but then he came back into the traffic, didn't he? Instead of going to the byline and cutting it back. You know JJ's going to make that run, so your best bet is to get to the byline and cut it back.
Yeah, he cut inside it. It certainly went to the crowd, didn't he? It was a big defensive crowd there. Here's Mateo on this near side up against Cahill. Goes byline, cuts it in, finds Corbo, who then Caden Yates clears for South. Tackle there from Kingsgrove, wins it back from Conway.
Corbo nearly got a nosebleed then. And he tried to be a little bit too nice and give it back to Trimboli. Maybe he could have had a go himself.
Certainly could have. You don't see Corbo in that position too often. Souths win the free kick there.
Might just get a around the grounds update, Mark, while we got a little bit of a stoppage. Just across the road, Adelaide United down 3-0 to Croydon FC at half time. Campbelltown City up 3-0 against Adelaide Olympic at half time. Para Hills 1, Comets 0 at half time also.
Ryder cuts it on his left, runs out of room, and runs into Akita, who comes away with it. Finds Basasa. Eric comes back, he gives a free kick. Played quickly by Basasa, finds Corbo. Here's Kimishima. Corbo finds Trimboli. Can't get rid of Parker. Eventually the ball falls to Corbo. Plays in Radici beautifully. Radici on his left hits it. Goes across goal. And Conroy there to clean up.
Beautiful little ball there for Radici, but his shot was scuffed across the box. Nearly actually fell for Basasa at the back post, but fortunately unable to trouble Lewis Moss there.
Showing signs that Raiders can get in that box and create something. Here's Basasa. He loses out in the end. Conroy goes long, finds Pollock. I thought had a pretty impressive first half. Conroy goes long into JJ Rideout up against Akita. Raiders come away with it.
Yeah, I'm like you, mate. I really enjoyed watching what South Adelaide did in the first half with Rideout in a wide position, and Pollock had that free Well, when you play as a 10, you sort of got a free roll, don't you? So you can go here and there and everywhere. But obviously, change it up again this half, so maybe they're looking maybe fresh legs on that wide area.
Here's Trimboli, plays in behind Cahill. Can't get away with it. It's flagged offside. Yeah, it's an interesting change, I think, Connie, that he's pushed JJ back up top in this more central role, because I thought he had a lot of joy in that first half, finding a lot of space and able to run at the defenders. But he's gone back up top, and Conway has gone out to that left-hand side.
I guess my question would be to Anthony Rideout is, why would you change it when it worked for you in the first half?
Well, that's one we can ask him after the game.
I'll leave that to you.
Yeah. I might see him during the week, so we'll see how we go. Here's Raiders. Radici on the ball. Then he turns himself inside out, keeps control, finds Kimishima in some space on the halfway line. And he starts to run at the South players. Finds Thompson. Caden X is there to cut it out. Barnett again winning the head. Lost count of how many times he's won headers today.
As I mentioned earlier, he's had a much safer game than last week.
Oh, short. Here's Trimboli. Hits it and put it just wide. Opportunity there for Trimboli. Sandhauser left the ball short back to Moss. Trimboli read it, cut in. Was it because it was on the right foot, Connie?
I didn't want to say it, but
I will.
Maybe.
I'll happily say it. It's all good.
I think we could have marked it down if it was on the left-hand side.
That's, I think, certainty. Here's Alex Rideout. Great flick on there from Pollock. Alex Rideout cuts inside onto his right foot. And great tackle there from Nikita, and wins the are we going to the corner or goal kick? Goal kick in the end. I think Eric actually originally flagged the corner, and the assistant referee, sorry.
I don't mean to be a party pooper or rain on the parade of the referee appreciation, but Eric actually signalled that he won the ball, but then he gave a goal kick.
Yeah. The assistant referee certainly saw it, and ball in behind for Basasa, and Moss is there well outside of his area and cleans up very well. I have to admit, I have noticed that Raiders are able to get in behind South. They seem to be playing a higher line. South is asking for why is he, well, it's Thompson asking why Conroy there isn't booked. Certainly a shirt pull, or
I think Basasa is going to find himself in the book if he keeps going.
Just trying to calm him down. I'm certainly not happy with that. Keep an eye on that, because that could potentially...
Maybe we may see some retaliation.
Get a bit of fire there between the two. Conroy hasn't been booked. Here's Kingburn on the ball. To cross as we do wait for that. Eric Forza he is still talking to Basasa. So he does need to be careful. You can expect the cross here. I don't think Kingburn's going to shoot on the right foot from his position, unlike Alex in the first half. It is a little bit wider. Centre. Parker there again for South Adelaide, clears with the head. Happy to see the ball out for Raiders throw.
It's actually quite a decent ball into the box, but he only had one person at the back post, so maybe a little bit of a missed opportunity there for Raiders. Maybe chance to make it count, make it, what's the word I'm looking for? Make it pay. Goodness me. Got there eventually, but
the ball goes out for another Raiders throw. Panthers unlucky there to not get on the fast break. James for a handball, but play on. Cahill finds Alex right out. So he's the throw for South. He was still questioning the handball appeal.
what, Mark, minus the track where the linesman runs, this grass pitch has held up very well, hasn't it? A bit of rain come over the last 48 hours. A few games here. Well, no, so they didn't play on this pitch last week, but the whole area looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, the pitch does look very good. And normally, in the past, they've had a lot of drainage issues at this ground. I mean, certainly when I used to play here, the corner where Tyrese Conway is now playing at the moment, that used to get flooded really easily. Here's Stefan Mateo, left-hand side here for Raiders, up against Cahill. Again, been a good battle, these two. Finally finds inside Kingburn, gets the 1-2 back in behind Cahill. And Mateo crosses, who's there again for South. And Parker with a head on that to knock it out for another corner.
It was definitely something that Parker had to deal with because he had, again, Trimboli lurking at that near post. He does it so well. I hate to mention it over and over again, but I think we can do it for a number of years. But that's what his father used to do. Time that run into the box and score multiple goals.
Let's go far post. Trimboli rises. Cleared by Cahill. Further cleared by Alex Rideout. Ball bounces. JJ and doesn't, and Corbo comes away with it. Mateo flagged for offside. I think he was coming back from an offside position when the ball was played to him. Moss will certainly take his time on this one. But as you were saying, Conor, yeah, Jason Trimboli certainly spent many years at the top of his game here in Adelaide, scoring goals week in, week out. Young Trimboli here, Oliver Trimboli is certainly scoring goals, and positional wise and sense has certainly picked that up from his father. Play alongside Jason for a couple of seasons. Saw it firsthand. Thompson unable to find Trimboli. Conway comes away with it for South. Finds Pollock, but short. Barnett cleans it up for Raiders. Here's Thompson looking for Trimboli in behind. And yet again, there's Yates cleaning up, comes away with it. Finds Cholwell.
So you were just a decoy to Jason, were you?
Oh no, I set him up, man. I was playing on the wings back then. I was just putting the ball in. I just put it into an area I knew he'd get there. It's as simple as that. He made the runs, I just put the ball and hoped in the right areas, and away he went. That's all I had to do. As South look to make their first change. Young Harry Thanhauser making way for Dan Evans. Coming on fresh legs in the middle of the park. And Dan Evans, a South Adelaide boy. His father, Mark, was technical director down at South for a long time. He's still there coaching this year. He's coaching, I think, number 14s. Pollock's going to get booked for that. He does get his yellow card.
Yeah, I was actually quite surprised that Dan Evans didn't start today. Maybe just giving someone else a run in that midfield, just trying to generate a little bit more mobility maybe. But certainly good player is Dan Evans. Actually worked with his father Mark a few years ago. Good man Mark is.
Thanhauser started last week in place of Dan Evans as well. Dan Evans came on 79th minute last week against FK Beergrad in their 1-1 draw. So it seems to be a bit of the same change, just a lot earlier this week. So Thanhauser put in a good shift and certainly worked hard in the middle of the park. And you're going to get something very similar out of Evans. Also very good on the ball as well. Here's Stefan Mateo against Cahill again. What a good battle that's proven to be. Here's Corbo with a cross. Cleared by Parker again. Back to Corbo. Swings in with his right foot. This one goes far post. Casas is up. Cleared there. In the end, falls to the hands of Moss. He looks to go long, but doesn't quite hit that one right. Maybe because it wasn't a drop kick, this one. Raiders looking for Mateo out on this side.
Everything coming through Mateo again, as they did in the first half. Dan Evans winning that one back for his team.
Kind of looks to release Conway, but cut out there by Akita. Very well defended, and he comes away with it. Very cool, calm and collected there. Barnett at the back for Raiders. There, but it goes down the line. Basasa might make something of this. He's in the back of Conroy, but does well. Basasa wins it well. And Eric says play on, says that there's nothing in that. Change from Basasa, knocks the ball out of play. We have to keep an eye on Basasa out there. He's starting to get fired up. This could be an interesting one.
I hate to say that you said so, mate. Say it was going to turn and you would do something, and that was I know what that challenge was definitely one of those ones to try and get back at the referee's decision.
Moss goes long. Dan Evans wins the flip, but still only in the defensive third. Cahill does very well, gets around the toe for a change. Norman been trying to be the other way around this game. Here's Pollard finding some space. JJ outside and he plays him. JJ looks to cut inside into the box, probably onto his, goes onto his left, crosses. Conway can't quite get there. Charwell gets the ball going. It's Still found a free kick there in the box for a bit of a late challenge from Conway.
Definitely seemed to be there. Probably something he didn't really need to do because I think it was going to fall to South Adelaide outside the box. Raiders getting the change ready on the front side as well.
Ball picked. I couldn't see him there. Cause bend over in the red shirt against the red signage. I couldn't see him there.
Blended in.
Yeah, looks like Odin is getting ready. In saying that, I do call a player and I can't even see him. Parker goes long looking for Alex Rideout. Corbo wins the header, but Dan Evans is there to clean up. Play on there. Corbo inside to Kimishima. He manages to turn and find himself some space and play Barnett. Barnett looks to trimble his feet and finds it. Leaves it short. Panthers come away with it. Here's Pollock. Does well to draw the foul from Radici. Looks like Raiders are going to make that change, Connie.
Looks like King Byrne coming off. So maybe an attacking change, maybe. Is Jim Oderwater going to play more higher up the pitch?
It was just a guess that it was Oderwater. I haven't seen the number yet. I think it is.
Or is it Jackson Bullen, maybe?
It is definitely Oderwater.
King Byrne looking like he's holding that right ankle that he copped a knock on earlier on when Pollock picked up that yellow card. Here's Odenwalder for number 17.
He's coming at right back.
Got it right the first time, mate.
Yes.
Good job.
Not bad. I'll take that one. He's come in. He's gone into right back, and I wouldn't mind betting to see that. I wouldn't mind betting they swap Odenwalder and Corbo at some stage, because Corbo is normally a right-footed or a right-sided fullback. So we'll keep an eye on that. And it's allowed Thompson to push into the midfield alongside Kimishima, and he'll sit in that holding role now for Raiders. As we'll see Alex Rideout on the ball on the far side.
I don't think he's going to score from this one.
He looks across and it's drifted all the way through. It's gone all the way through and it's come off a Raiders player.
Somehow he nearly did.
It has drifted all the way through. No one managed to get a meaningful piece of contact, and one of the Raiders players did get a touch. It's gone out for a corner. Bit scary there for Raiders.
I think you got to wonder is if someone actually had a gamble on that back post and made a run, they may have had a tap in as well.
They certainly would have. I think it was Charles was sitting at the back post, but he was just a fraction late. Bit scary that that's gone all the way through. And Barbaro let his defence know that too.
Take two for Alex then.
His left foot again. Looks to go near post this time. And he has gone. It looked like he certainly went for goal there. Cleared there by Stephen Mateo on the front post. It certainly looked Looked like he was trying to get that at the near post, Connie.
Yeah, I think Alex Rideout probably saw maybe Stefan Matteo standing on the post thinking he could get it over his head into that near post.
Saw a bit of space there.
Might have another go here.
This time goes near post again, and this time cleared up the field by Stefan Matteo. Kimishima gets onto it and slips. Ball goes out for the throw. That's because of that downpour we've had over the last couple of days. So the pitch just in those areas is a little bit slippery. Cahill finds Conway, who gets the flick to Alex Rideout up against Corbo. Finds Pollock inside. Pollock with a touch and hit, and that's in. Left foot strike there from Donnie Pollock. What a hit and what a finish.
Tremendous lead-up work by Alex Rideout though to hold that ball up and then release Pollock inside. And it's been mentioned a number of times today that Donnie Pollock's just had that freedom roll, made a run inside the box, and he has quality to finish, and he just showed us there that he can do that with his left foot.
What a good finish that was. That's, I think Pollock scored last week as well. He scored last week against FKB Egrets. That's 2-2 for Donnie Pollock. So with that free roll, he's certainly making it count at the moment. Souths have taken a 3-1 lead here in the 68th minute. My tip's starting to look good.
Your tip's starting to look good. I can tell you that there's been a goal over at Service FM as well, and Adelaide United starting that comeback. They've scored, so it's 3-1 to Croydon over there.
Seb will be happy. Busasa, before you go to any other scores, goes wide to Radici. He crosses, looking for Trimboli. Trimboli leaps, can't get a header goal down. Eric says play on. There was a collision there in the box, but collision between, I think it was Yates and Odomwater.
It's very, very close.
Eric says play on. Odomwater's starting to recover from that one.
Odomwater did win the ball on second look, but lucky to get away with that one, South Adelaide.
Trimboli turns, and Eric says all ball from Parker. Ball goes out for a corner. Moss is calling the trainer on, telling Trimboli to stay down. Trying to waste some time, I think. Raiders try to play short.
Just Lewis Moss things, I guess.
Yep. I can see from here the smile on his face. He's certainly happy to play that one. Ball goes top of the box to Busasa. Brings it under control, but Dan Evans is quick on him. Ball back out wide to Stefan Matteo, who knew he was offside before the referee even flagged. And he's happy just to wait for that one.
And another goal around the grounds, and Adelaide Olympic have pulled one back against Campbelltown. So all three of the teams in that bottom three zone have scored goals within 5 minutes of each other.
Moss looks to go long and does so, looking for Tyrese Conway. Goes over all of them, and Thompson cleans up, and Kimishima picks up possession. Alex Rideout wins it. South keep it, but give it away straight away. And Eric finds a free kick there. Dan Evans hard on Radici. Thompson looking to get started quickly, but can't find anything. Has to play back to Akita.
Yeah, one person who stuck out for me last week as a very impressive player off the bench was young Jackson Bullen for Raiders, and I'm surprised he hasn't been brought on. There's only 20 minutes to go here. He did very well last week and actually set up Trimboli for the goal last week with a great little bit of trickery down the wing and then a nice cross into the box. So very surprised I haven't pulled the trigger on him yet.
Here's Kimishima, left hand side, looks to get inside, and Dan Evans just cleans up very well. Corbo cuts it out, but and wins it back. Cahill draws a free kick. Corbo's not happy with that one, but picks up the yellow card after that kick out. Cahill.
Dan Evans has done very well since he's come on, hasn't he? He's cut off a few intercept balls and chased back a few, put in a few tackles, so probably exactly what he would have been told to do when he got given his final instructions off the bench. Lewis Moss having another friendly chat, this time with the referee.
Wouldn't expect anything less from Moss, but going back to Dan Evans, that's what you'd expect from him. He works hard, he will track his runners, and he'll look to play when he can, and he's certainly done that when he's come on. Moss will look to go long. That does looking for Pollock. Cleared by Raiders. Trimbola wins the header. Caden Yates cleans up for Souths. Moss goes long to the corner, looking for Alex Rideout. Good battle there between Corby and Rideout. Corby wins the free kick in the end. If that whistle didn't come, I was expecting Corby to go through the next challenge quite heavy.
Maybe not as heavy as he would without a card, but that's true. He would probably think he would. Yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? That referee's whistle sometimes can make or break a player's decision on the next thing they do.
It certainly can. As Cholwell comes away with it for South and finds JJ, who's now back out on that left-hand side. And he beats Thompson. Cuts inside, is unable to get past Barnett, who wins it, and Thompson cleans up for him. Goes all the way back to Barbara. Turn, comes out to his near side with Nikita. Thompson for Raiders finds Rasasa up on that far side. Conroy does, takes him on the outside, looks to cross, but cut out by Cahill, and then Caden Yates cleans up. Cholwell comes away with it for South. Certainly slowed down just a little bit in the last few minutes. South is certainly trying to take any time they can and slow this game right down. Conroy finds Pollock, looks for Pollock, just overhits it. Keita cleans up. Finds Radici in some space, and he turns, faces the South defence. Able to keep the ball, but it's stopped, and he's gotten injured on that challenge. Keep an eye on that one, Connie.
Yeah, when he stopped, I was expecting the whistle to blow, but didn't see anything wrong with it, and he didn't really complain, did he?
No, it certainly didn't. Here's Kimishima. He says that Mason Cahill got the ball. Great little flick there from Trimbola. Good tackle there from Cahill, but certainly a goal-saving tackle there because he was through. Would have been a one-on-one.
Definitely got the ball.
And he had to be careful too. He's on a yellow card, Mason Cahill. So very well-timed challenge there. Here's Pollock. Looks like Raiders are getting ready to make a substitution. Here's Trimboli. Puts pressure on Yates, but he can't make anything of it. Here's Conway. He goes wide to Alex Rideout on this near side, up against Corbo. It's been an enticing battle, these two. Cuts in on his left, gets across into JJ, but can't do much with it. And Barbaro slips, and Conway falls over and does ask the question. Connie quickly looks through the replay there that we have in front of us.
I thought it was more of a shout for a penalty, but it didn't look to be too much at all.
Turns away nicely, finds Kimishima in some space in the middle of the park. Radici turns, gets away from Dan Evans on his right, hits it, but blocked by Parker and then cleared by Yates. Rideout picks it up for South. Comes away with it. Beats two players. Still going. Cuts inside. He finds Conway. Pollock with a great run forward. Pollock knocks it off to Conway. Unfortunately, it's held up their momentum. Conway tries to find Cahill down the line, but he's happy to keep the ball. South certainly had the momentum and then sort of just stopped, unfortunately.
You just just had to get it either in the box or release the ball, and in the end he got forced all the way back to nearly halfway.
Peter's still looking to make that change.
It looks like it's going to be Philemon Uaniza. I don't think I've actually ever called him or seen him play, so he might be a young fellow that's been given his chance today.
Yeah, I certainly haven't seen him at all. Odemwalder releases Busasa on the far side to take on Conroy. Leaves the ball behind. Managed to get the ball into Odemwalder on his left. Tries to cut through. Can't find some space, but he's still got the ball. And cleared by Cholwell for a corner. Be interesting to see if they make this change now, which they do. Looks like they make Busasa making way.
Yeah, he hasn't quite had the influence that he has shown in previous games. Busasa today, so he was genuinely frustrated today, wasn't he? Nothing really went his way. Decisions weren't. He was getting free kicks, but he just wanted every player booked that touched him. So maybe Vlado Blajaka there, picking him off before he maybe does something a little bit silly.
Ball comes in, looks to go near post. Moss with the punch, only as far as Radic at the top of the box. He finds Thompson inside the box, who crosses, and Moss comes out and claims. Looks for his options. His option is JJ up top, who's supported by Alex. Here wins the head. Raiders clean up, come away with the ball. Ball in the box. Up well, finds Kimishima outside. He looks to try to cross, but it does eventually. No, he cuts inside, then cuts it in on his right. Good ball in. Cholwell with the flick.
Nearly an own goal.
Nearly an own goal.
An own Chol.
And it goes out for a corner on the far side. But nice little dink in. There's no runner there from Raiders into that space. Odemwalder is going to take this corner on the far side. Goes central, cleared by Parker, and then by Pollock. And Dan Evans happy to put a boot through it, send that downfield. Corbo can't bring it under control. And Conway releases JJ right out, 1v1 against Akita. This is interesting. JJ goes past Akita on his left and hits it low. Ooh. And it just goes wide of that far upright. And that's what we expect from JJ in a 1v1 situation, but normally if that was on his right, I'd say that would go in. He's still strong on his left, but not as strong.
He was actually well defended in the end. The defender forced him out that way, didn't let him cut back across and beat him on the inside. And if he had scored that, it would have been just, he would have probably said it's game over.
Certainly would have, with only 10 minutes plus time added to play. Would have certainly, well, I won't say certainly, but I will say that it would have led to a possibility of winning a game. We've seen in the last 2 weeks that we can't discount anything in the RAA NPLSA.
No, you can't, and I tell you, guess what?
Oh, another goal.
Adelaide United scored again over there, so it's 3-2.
Oh,
they're doing it again.
They're doing it again.
4-4, 4-4, and 3-2 currently.
At the moment, and there's still 10 minutes plus time added to play over there as well.
And if they did get that goal, it would really help South Adelaide if they get the win today, because Croydon would drop that point. So
it certainly would. South leading this game 3-1. They really want Croydon to drop points and Olympic to drop points. Here's Kimishima, goes wide to Mateo. Mateo hits the first time, straight at Moss, and Moss will happily take that one and take his time.
Yeah, for all those South Adelaide fans out there, Campbelltown are still 3-1 up against Adelaide Olympic. So 2 results are going their way at the moment.
Just need Adelaide United to get another goal or 2. They're going along with Alex right out. Quite
safe to say, Mark, that when you call an Adelaide United game from now on, I don't think anyone's writing them off or writing any of the teams off before the final whistle these days.
Certainly not, and I think that's why Seb's putting his name on those games as early as it comes out.
I called the game against Mogby that day, and I called game over at the 70th minute, and then they went bang, 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 and nearly won it as well.
Here's Odenwalder. Cuts inside and finds Radic, but Cholwell comes away with it for South and goes past Barnett as well. He's out on the left wing. Unusual spot for Cholwell, the holding midfielder, but he's got the ball there. Looks to cut inside on his right, but loses it. And Barnett does very well defending him there. Play quickly. They've got to play quickly now. They're 8 minutes plus stoppage time. They've given the ball away. Here's Alex Rideout. Finds JJ Rideout. He's able to turn. Goes past one, goes past two, inside the box, hits it, and he's hit the bar! Alex Rideout on the follow-up. Cuts it back and blocked there by Corbo. I hate to think how many times JJ Rideout's hit the post, the bar this season. He's done it again. But that would have I think that would have certainly made it out of reach for Raiders. Raiders now on the attack. Not sure what JJ thinks he has to do these days to get that ball in. Raiders on the far side. Very well defended there from Conroy, and neither the assistant ref or the referee there knew which way that was going to go, whether it was a corner or a goal kick, and have eventually settled for a corner for Raiders.
You've only got two choices, so you get a 50-50 chance, don't you?
No, that's it. They both looked at each other and weren't sure.
Rideout chose to go on his left foot again as well, and he did better than he did the first time.
Certainly did. Ball short. Conroy clears.
That delivery just gives South now another chance, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Here's Alex Rideout, joined by Evans and JJ Rideout. Looks to find JJ on the far side. Blocked. Keeps the ball away. Goes all the way back to Conroy. JJ unlucky there with that hit. He hit it very well. He managed to get past the three defenders, and to be honest, he got past them relatively easy too, which is a little bit of a worry for Raiders. Couldn't make it count. Parker for South. Looks to go long and find Pollock. Keita there cleans up, and Raiders come away with it again. Free kick. There, Dan Evans wins the ball from Corbo.
He's got to be careful. It's not only just today, but you don't want to miss next week.
So he does need to be careful, because that could have been considered late. As Raiders and South both look to make changes. Raiders, Radici's making way. Alex Rideout's made way for Souths. And Ikita's come off for Raiders as well. So they might look to go a little bit more attacking now with only a few minutes to go. So Ikita makes way at the back. And Radici's made way. So number 7 has come on, Majetic. Didn't quite see the second one come on. I think it's young Bullen, Jackson Bullen has come on. Yeah, he's gone to right back. Ball knocked in by Cahill. And there's Bullen's first touch, ball clearance. Trying to work out who's coming for South, with Alex Rideout going off. Here's Corbo down the left-hand side. Surrounded by 2 South players in, and he's gone through both of them, and there's no free kick there by as far as Eric's concerned. And that change for is Wesley Wheater coming on for Alex Rideout for South. Here's Jackson Bull on the ball for Raiders, goes wide. Aiden Ward put under pressure from Conway, who comes away with it and cuts inside. He's looking for his options, finds JJ behind. JJ beats the keeper to it. Great save there from Barbaro. Just can't lift it over him quick enough. Very well done there from Barbaro. He's out quick, covered the angles, smothered the ball very well. And JJ thinks to himself, what do I need to do to score today?
So 3 chances to ice the game.
It's a great tackle there from Conroy as he kicks it into Uineza, who then sees it go sailing over the bar line. Please, what have you got for me, Connie?
Lots of more news. We've got a goal. It's not at Service FM because they've missed a penalty, Adelaide United, to go 3-3. But we do have a goal at Para Hills. Adelaide Comets have equalised there. So,
that's late in the game as well. All these games all kicked off at 3 o'clock today. We've only got one game left after this normal 3 o'clock kickoff time, and that's FK Beergrade tonight, playing at One Solution Park, 5 p.m. I think Johnny Keko is on the call there tonight. I'll have to see that one out for a throw-in.
crazy results happening again today. Just to go with that one last night of 1-1 with Metro and Modbury Jets in the NPL, that is.
In the driving rain.
I can tell you there's been a fair few goals in State League 1 today as well.
We'll have to go through those. We'll have a look at those. Bullen looking for Uineza out wide. Conroy happy to see this one, so eventually get over the byline. What do you got for me, Connie?
Well, Blue Eagles 4-0 up against Fulham United.
Wow.
After a rough few weeks for Blue Eagles.
Big result there.
Salisbury United 4, Adelaide Victory 2.
Yep.
Cumberland 1, Vipers 0.
Oh, that's a good result for Cumberland.
A goal has just been scored at Carigna Reserve. Sturt Lions were leading Playford 1-0 and Playford have just equalised in the 86th minute.
Oh, wow. I actually think I picked Sturt to win that game. I mean, Sturt's in some fantastic form at the moment. Form team in the SL1, to be honest.
Yeah, I mentioned last night with Alessio that, 6-7 weeks ago they were in relegation zone. Now they've made their way into the top 6.
Yep. They've certainly turned it on the last 5 rounds. Here's Steph Mateo. Eventually out to Corba. Tries to play the line, but Cahill cuts it out. Back to Barnett for Raiders. Here's Majetic on the ball again. Seems to be picking up the ball a fair bit at the moment. Here's Trimboli. Comes to turn Parker. Parker does well and holds him up. Goes back to Kimishima.
Probably don't want Trimboli coming in those wide areas when you're looking for a goal, do you?
Certainly not. Bullen does well to handle the pressure from JJ Rideout. Goes back to Barbara, who in turn finds Barnett, who looks to go long in behind. Who finds Odenwalder, who's popped up on the right wing, the left wing from right back. But the assistant referee on the far side flags him for offside. So we approach the 90th minute here at Adelaide Croatian Sports Centre with South Adelaide leading 3-1 at the moment. With goals from an own goal from Thompson, a goal for Alex Rideout, a goal for Bowley for Raiders. JJ with the flick there. Donny Pollock with the third goal for South Adelaide. Pressure there from South, forcing him back. Here's Thompson again. Cleaned up there by South. Away the ball again. Trimboli's put Cahill under pressure and wins it back. Releases Steph Mateo on the left-hand side. Steph Mateo cuts inside of Cahill, hits it. Charwell does enough. And he's given the free kick. Ball's gone wide. Charwell a bit late.
I was just about to say before Trimboli nipped in and picked that ball, I was going to see how do South Adelaide go about finishing this game off now. They haven't been in this position for a very long time. I know they've got that 2-goal buffer, but you can see how quickly over recent weeks 2 goals can disappear. So, Raiders, if they make this count from this set piece, they may have a couple of minutes to try and find that equaliser.
Yeah, it's certainly a possibility. South need to be careful. We saw them concede late last week from a free kick. Cholwell picks up a booking for that tackle as well. But yeah, Raiders can certainly get one here now that we're into time added. There won't be too much time. I'd say probably 3 or 4 minutes maybe, Connie.
Yeah, I think we're seeing 2 goals. Sorry, 1 goal, and and
a few
substitutions. So maybe this is going to take a minute or two. So probably going to play probably nearly 94, 95 minutes by the time this one's finished. And as I said, plenty of time.
That's certainly the case.
Just ask Modbury Jets and Adelaide United and Para Hills.
And Croydon. Kimishima's on the ball. Stefan Mateo's back up and moving around. Doesn't have to go off because Chilwell received the yellow card. So as a rule state, he can stay on the park after receiving treatment. Here's Kimishima over the ball. Does look to be lining this up for a shot. And goes low, blocked by the wall. Dan Evans on the end of it, and Conway comes away with it and does very well past Thompson. Faced with Odenwater, cuts inside, looks for his options, and he comes all this way, but can't find Wheatro, and cut out by Kimishima, who then looks to release Ubaneze. And Conroy does very well and just sees that one out and wins the throw.
I tell you, there's been another goal, Mark.
Well, what do we got, Connie? What have we got?
Croydon FC 4, Adelaide United 2. So that penalty miss
costly.
It's going to be costly for Adelaide United today.
It certainly sounds that way as Mason Cahill makes way after a great shift today.
Another goal, Mark. Everything's flying in at the moment.
It is.
Para Hills have taken the lead over Comets.
Wow, that's an upset. No one, I don't think anyone picked that one. As Mitch Sumnall comes on to replace Mason Cahill. And Tyrese Conway is the other change. He's off. And what a player to be able to bring on in Kobayashi.
Just to make sure things for South Adelaide. Has he been out injured, has he? No? Just not starting.
Just not starting yet.
I suppose when the chips are down, you've got to try a few different things, don't you? And it's working for them today.
Certainly is. And
he's one of those substitutes.
Mitch Sumnall on the ball. Plays with Parker. Cholwell wins it well. Comes away from it. Does well to bounce off the second tackle. Wheatra just plays it into the corner. And just happy to let the team settle back in for the last remaining minutes as we approach the 94th, into the 94th minute of time. Here's Barnett, finds Kimishima, but Raiders certainly playing with it in their back line, but certainly need to get forward. Here, goes inside to Kimishima on the halfway line. He switches it out to Bullen. No, Thompson, sorry. Thompson looks to cut inside, does. Conway, first one onto that, looks to shield it out, has to keep it in play and does so, and then goes long, looking for Kobayashi. Barnett goes long, looking for Mateo on this left-hand side. Comes down to control inside the box. Sumner does well just to hold him up. Here's Jackson Bullen inside to Mateo. Mateo up to Kimishima. Kimishima finds some space and then delivers. And it's mishit by Yates. But unfortunately falls into the hands of Lewis Moss, who goes high and long. Thompson wins it there. He was looking for JJ right out, but they just need to slow it down. They've got can't be too long left now. We're looking to go into this 96th minute. Barnett looking long. Goes too long and straight, and there we have it. South have certainly got the win today. It ends here. South Adelaide 3, Croatia 1. Connie, what do you make of it from the full 90 minutes?
Well, overall, Mark, I actually think Panthers come out with a better game plan. They come out with more authority on the ball to start with. I know they conceded a goal early, but after that, it was all Panthers. And even in the second half, JJ Ryder had the chance to probably put this game well beyond doubt. It could have finished 5 or 6-1, and in the end, they get the result that they so dearly wanted to come and get today here at the Croatia Sports Complex. And you just see the relief on some of the faces when the whistle goes. Obviously the captain, Parker, quite relieved to get that result, and there's not too much commotion going on. They still know they're in a pretty hard position, but this win definitely helps them on their way. And as for Adelaide Croatia, just having a look quickly, this is now their 4th game without a result. They've only picked up 1 point in 4 games. Their last win was 5 weeks ago, so it doesn't get any easier for them. They've got Adelaide City next week.
Yeah, it's certainly not getting easier as we get to the pointy end of the season. And Panthers, again, huge win for them. It does give them a win. And They've got Campbelltown next week, which will be a very tough test. I'm not sure if that's at home or away at this stage, but I would say it's at home.
Might be your call, mate.
It might be. I might get on that. We'll see if it's on a Friday night. But huge win here for South Adelaide's. That's all from us here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Connie, thanks for joining me.
No worries, mate. Thank you very much.
No worries. And as we finish up here, South Adelaide 3, Raiders 1. If you have the time, get outside now. FKB grad 5 o'clock kickoff. If you can't get there, watch on YouTube and join along with Johnny. And I think Ben Dale might be on the call with him tonight. So have a great weekend all, and we'll see you next time.